This one rapper gets smacked for using the N-word, and this other one gets dangled over a balcony. These are white rappers who got checked by other rappers. This white boy MC rolls up to the battle acting like he had the streets on lock, fronting hard with his wannabe gangsta style. But this fool wasn't ready for what was coming. He got too comfortable and let that N-word slip.
The battle rappers, they talk too much, saying I can't use the N-word in this battle.
His op wasn't about to let that slide before this fake thug could finish his weak bar. The other dude was on him.
I just called you. Whoa.
1 second he's acting hard and the next he's seeing stars. The crowd lost it, half of them cracking up and the other half in shock. And now, speaking of MCs getting put in their place, what do you hear about this next rapper? This dude got checked so hard in a battle, he straight up switched genres. We have a wild saga between two of the game's most notorious MCs. Here we have Machine Gun Kelly, the young gun, thinking he could step up to the OG rap god himself, Eminem. This beef's a classic case of messing around and finding out. It all popped off when MGK got too loose with his Twitter fingers back in 2012. Dude had the audacity to talk about Eminem's daughter, Haley. Now, when it comes to Slim Shady's fam, just don't go there. Why don't you ask Ja Rule? MGK's then crying foul, saying M's blackballing him from Shade 45.
I'm my favorite rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45. I wonder.
He's out here acting like his career's taking hits because of that tweet, but the real heat came in 2018 when Eminem dropped Kamikaze out of nowhere. On Not Alike, M went for MGK's jugular, calling him out by name and dragging his whole style. If you want to come at me with a submachine gun, and I'm talking to you, but you already know who the f you are, Kelly. I don't use sublims and sure as the f don't sneak this, but keep commenting on my daughter Haley. I keep on telling motherfuckers. I respond rarely. But this time, Shady bout to sound off, like a fucking cock semi-glock demigod. Let me put a fucking silencer on this little non-threatening blonde fairy cornball taking shots at me. MGK thinking he's got what it takes claps back with Rap Devil. He came at M hard, trying to paint him as some washed up old head who's lost touch. The track was hot, no cap, and might have had an actual shot if the target wasn't Eminem. I know you can't stand yourself, nah. Trying to be the old you so bad you stand yourself, ha. Let's leave all the beef in the 50, please. M, you're pushing 50. Why you claiming that I'ma call Puff, when you the one that called Diddy? Facts. Yeah, I'll acknowledge you're the GOAT, but I'm the gunner, bitch. I got you in the scope, bruh. Don't have a heart attack now, nah. Somebody help your mans up, help. Knees weak of old age, the real Slim Shady can't stand up. Yeah, M wasn't about to let some young buck get the last word. He hit back with Kill Shot, and boy, was it a massacre. M didn't just diss MGK, he dismantled him bar by bar. Yeah, I had enough money in 02 to burn it in front of you, ho. Younger me. No, you're the whack me. It's funny, but so true. I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. Kelly, they'll be putting your name next to Ja, next to Benzino. Die, motherfucker. Like the last motherfucker saying Haley in vain. Alien brain, you Satanist, yeah. My biggest flops are your greatest hits. It's your moment. This is it. As big as you're gonna get it, so enjoy it. Had to give you a career to destroy it. So after Killshot dropped, MGK's whole vibe changed. He tried to keep that beef alive, rocking Killshot merch and performing Rap Devil at shows, but you could tell the wind was out of his sails. In interviews, he started downplaying the whole thing, calling M's diss out of touch. Classic move when you've known you're taking an L.
Killshot was a leg shot. Rap Devil, we're talking about facts. You want to talk about man buns? Answer the facts.
I think people.
You want to talk about a hairstyle I wore for a movie, a blockbuster movie? Shout out Nerve. In a 10-episode Showtime series called Roadies.
All this beef showed was that even in his 40s, M was still a beast on the beat. But it's wild how one tweet can spiral into this full-blown rap war. But that's the game for you. Now, speaking of MCs getting put in check, let's talk about how this other white rapper got schooled by none other than the D.O.G. himself with that West Coast heat. Iggy Azalea rolls up into the scene thinking she could slide into hip-hop without paying dues. Now the culture wasn't having this, and some heavy hitters stepped up to school her on the real. First off, we have D.O.G. Snoop Dogg coming at Iggy with the West Coast heat when he posts a meme of Iggy without makeup. You can think differently, but most people think this was Snoop calling out Iggy for acting black while being white. Iggy tries clapping back, but Snoop wasn't letting up. He kept the memes coming, even comparing her to Marlon Wayans and white chicks. And that's when things get heated. Iggy starts firing back, calling Snoop a drug addict aunt and whatnot. But when you mess with a legend like Snoop, you better be ready for the consequences.
Say, bitch, you with the wrong nigga. And your nigga better check you for what I do. You funky bitch. Yeah, you.
The whole internet was watching this beef unfold, with fans and haters alike weighing in. It got so wild that T.I., Iggy's label boss, had to step in and try to squash it.
Boys and girls, I just got off the phone with my homeboy Tip, the king of Atlanta, and it's officially over. No more bad talk. I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
But the damage was done, and Iggy's rep took a serious hit. Now, Snoop wasn't the only one putting Iggy on blast. We have Azalea Banks, another fierce MC who wasn't about to let Iggy slide. Banks comes in hard, calling her out on her cultural appropriation and biting off black culture.
Whenever it comes to our things, like black issues or black politics or black music or whatever, there's always this like undercurrent of kind of like a f you. There's always like a, yeah, like y'all don't really own it, like y'all don't have You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that Macklemore album wasn't better than the Drake record. You know what I mean? That Iggy Azalea is not better than any black girl that's rapping today, you know?
She went as far as a Hot 97 interview, tearing up while talking about how whack it was that Iggy was getting more shine than black artists who've been putting in work.
The very least, y'all owe me the right to my identity and to not exploit that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're like holding on to, like in rap. And like Bill Cosby.
Banks doubled down on Iggy, calling her more of a pop star than a rapper. Banks goes off, saying only rappers who are with the culture can play in the rap game. Basically telling Iggy to stay in her lane and stop jacking the culture.
And that's fine. So put her in the pop category. Put her with Katy Perry and put her and Miley Cyrus in the same box together.
Don't put her in hip hop.
Don't put her in hip hop.
But she's rapping over a beat though.
But just because she's not singing does not mean it's rap music.
Even before all this popped off, Azalea had been side-eyeing Iggy since 2011. Banks came at Iggy for the XXL freshman cover, saying it wasn't right for a white chick who called herself a runaway slave master to be repping hip-hop like that.
Said something about her calling herself a runaway slave master, and the comfortably did a whip motion in the video. She was like, runaway slave master. Oh! Oh! And y'all sweep that shit under the rug. But whenever I have to say,
we got at her about it.
But I'm saying in general, whenever I have to say anything about anything, then it's like
T.I. steps in trying to defend his artist, but Banks said nah. Told him to mind his business and stay in his lane.
oh, well, the situation sad cause I am a very distinguished individual and I keeps it real. And she need to get her man before she come talk to me. Cause yeah. Like, get the f out of here. Where the f you learn how to read? Freedmen's Bureau? Like, did you get your GED in jail?
All these beefs put Iggy in a tough spot. She was trying to make moves in the rap game, but kept getting checked by artists who felt she wasn't showing proper respect. She did address it, but it didn't do her reputation much good.
I'm the best Azalea. Me, Iggy Azalea sucks. And just all this unnecessary shit with me. I like to think of music as art, and even though rap is that battle culture, I don't do it for that. I just do it because I like to make that I enjoy, and I couldn't give a f about any of that crap, and she really gets off on it. You know she does, because she does it with everybody, so I don't know.
And as an honorary mention, has also been dissed by Eminem off of that Kill Shot track in 2018. You ain't never made a list next to no Biggie, no Jay, next to Taylor Swift and that Iggy ho. You about to really blow. And the second time on Bang in 2019. Compare me to Manson, Marilyn, or Charles. Compare me to Nas, Biggie, or Pac. Do not compare me to that Iggy bitch. Now here's where it gets even wilder. After all this drama with Iggy getting schooled by OGs, she found herself on the other side of the fence. Iggy herself had to step up and check a young white female rapper who was going too far. Bhad Bhabie, this young blood who came up from some Dr. Phil drama thinking she's hard enough to step to Iggy Azalea, an OG in comparison. It all pops off when Bhad Bhabie dissed to Iggy on her track, Hi Bitch Remix. Bitch, don't compare me to Iggy. That old hoe is washed and I'm lit. Wouldn't pay her to wash up my whip. and Iggy threw it right back on the gram. She wasn't even trying to be subtle. That's when Bhad Bhabie decided to take it from the online beef to real-life drama. At Cardi B's Fashion Nova shindig, these two ended up in the same spot, and Bhad Bhabie wasn't about to let that online disrespect slide. Now, you'd think after pulling a stunt like that, Bhad Bhabie would cool it, but nah, she kept the heat coming. She's out here in Australia running her mouth to TMZ.
Shit on Instagram, so you finna say something that's finna happen to you. And I can't get to her because I'm scared that someone
it was one of those on site.
So do what I can.
So you was doing that on site, huh?
On the other side, Iggy played it cool. When folks asked how she was gonna clap back, she just brushed it off.
Threw at you.
I hope it wasn't alcohol. She's a little kid. She can't drink, right?
What happened though? What caused that to happen?
I don't know. I think she.
Is it over? Do you have to retaliate?
I can't. She's a little kid. What would I do?
But Bhad Bhabie wasn't done. She hopped on the gram to tell Iggy to keep her name out her mouth. But she didn't realize Iggy was already treating her like she was invisible.
Jerry Springer? What kind of whose baby is this? Dr. Phil off? Oh my God, I'm a grown-up.
Bhad Bhabie might have some buzz, but she was punching way above her weight trying to come at Iggy like that. Now, speaking of rappers getting checked, let's talk about how even the biggest names in the game can get humbled. We're about to dive into a story about how one of the most respected MCs in the game got put in his place by arguably hip-hop's biggest G. White boy Vanilla Ice blowing up with Ice Ice Baby got a serious reality check from none other than Suge Knight, the baddest G in the game. This ain't your typical rap beef. This was some straight up street business going down. So Vanilla Ice is riding high thinking he's the hottest thing in hip hop, and he's at the Palm in West Hollywood probably feeling himself when in walks Suge Knight with his goons. Now, Suge ain't no rapper, but in the hip-hop world, he's like the final boss you don't want to face. Suge pulls up on Ice uninvited and pushes past Vanilla security like they're not even there, and posts up right in front of the rapper.
Pretty much grabbed my bodyguard and pulled him out and sat down next to me right there and started talking to me. How you doing?
Uninvited?
Totally uninvited. I didn't even know him.
See him again?
Sure did. Saw him again a few months later. He did the same thing, just kind of showed up to me, said hi, and then left. Still thinking, well, wow, this guy knows where I'm at all times. How does he know where I'm at?
But Suge's about to show him what's really good. Next thing you know, Suge's rolling up to Vanilla's hotel with his crew, and they take Vanilla up to the balcony, and here's where it gets wild.
Guards up, they roughed everybody else and my whole entourage up. Suge took me out on the balcony, started talking to me personally.
Vanilla Ice later admitted he was shook to the core. Can you blame him? When you've got a dude like Knight treating you like you're about to be a human yo-yo, you're gonna be scared.
The edge, show me how high I was up there.
You scared?
I needed to wear a diaper on that day.
Suge convinces Vanilla to sign over his publishing rights, which Suge allegedly used to kickstart Death Row Records.
Suge Knight brought over there that was an acquaintance of mine that had nothing to do with that song.
You signed over the rights?
Signed over the rights to him, so that Suge and them could get paid for it.
How much were those points worth?
About $4 million, $3 million, anywhere between there. $3 to $4 million.
And you just signed them?
Signed them. And walked away alive.
When people started asking questions, Suge played it cool, out here laughing like it was all a big joke. But in the streets, everyone knew what was up.
Did you do that?
No, I did not.
It never happened?
Never happened.
You didn't take him out to the balcony?
How that sound?
It sounds like what occurs in other police reports involving you. Again and again, there's a pattern, Mr. Knight, where you do that.
That's not true.
Now let's switch gears to a different kind of battle. This next rapper thought she could slide by in this rap battle using someone else's bars. We have a white female rapper thinking she's pretty slick, stepping up to the mic with bars she figured nobody would clock. Oh, she's spitting heat, got the crowd bobbing their heads, thinking she's about to take the W. Easy.
Hey, yeah, I understand. Go ahead.
White I got this. It's that black market I'm shopping. As kings, we bustin'. Well, I'm the first queen's no option.
But her op ain't no rookie. He's listening close. And something ain't sitting right.
Okay. No, hold on. It's honey cocaine.
No,
I swear to God, I heard that.
At first, homegirl tries to play it cool when she gets called out. She's shaking her head, acting all offended like her ops just hating.
Hold on. I'll play the song right now. Honey cocaine. I will play the song right now. Hold on.
That's when her op pulls out his phone, cues up the original track, and lets it play. The crowd goes wild, realizing this MC's been caught red-handed. It's clear the battle's over before it really even began. Our girl's trying to save face, but there's no coming back from that L. But these next rappers definitely had it harder. They got checked by not just one, but multiple MCs in the game. The Island Boys got put on blast by some real heavy hitters in the game. These two cats, Kodiak Red and Fly Soulja, thought they could just swim up in the rap game with their wild hair and pool freestyles, but they weren't ready for the heat coming their way. First off, we got comedy legend Kevin Hart and rap legend Snoop Dogg clowning these dudes on their year-end special. Snoop, a true OG in the game, takes one look at this viral video and calls them straight up goofballs.
One man trying to make it to the top. I'm an island boy, I've been trying to make it. I ain't seen it with a gang slang. You ain't
gang, they got to use that word.
Snoop just lost hope in white rappers, while Hart just couldn't even keep it together. He's cracking up.
I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island. I'm an island boy.
But it wouldn't stop here. These island boys thought they could flex on Blueface, a real street rapper with credentials.
You're not gonna let me finish? Okay. It's scientifically proven, it's documented that you're a well-known.
It's scientifically proven that you're.
Yes, documented. Scientifically proven. You will never see, don't say nothing yet. I know you want to talk, but wait. You will never see no video footage of me saying that I'm not.
Bro, I never said, bro, I never gave a about being a blood or a crip. What the f you talking about? I would have jumped.
Blueface just wasn't having it when one of the twins started running his mouth about his girl, Krishan Rock. He shut that noise down quick, reminding everyone he's a real G.
So nothing that you can say about that situation is gonna make me seem like more of a gangster or make you seem like you're saying something substantial. So just leave that alone, fool. What do you want me to do?
I'm talking about those. Okay, wait. For me and my brother on Clubhouse months ago. She said, "Oh, it's the Island Boys."
What that got to do? What that got to do?
You're not a gangster.
The Island Boys tried coming back with some tough talk, but Blueface brushes it off.
Opinionated, right? Nothing he
I
said.
broke up with that girl in the car, dumb. All right, I'm talking to someone in the car. Go ahead. Go on.
I know you mad. Bro, nothing you're saying is documented. Nothing you're saying is scientifically proven.
What she does to her.
Now, speaking of rappers getting put in their place, let's talk about how this rapper didn't know how to stand on business. Lil Kelpy thinking he's gonna flex on a podcast, but Almighty Suspect wasn't having any of that noise. Kelpy's up here spitting game about how the SWAT team rolled up to his crib, trying to sound like he's really about that life.
Basically, just got a no-knock raid. They came in, they pulled me outside some undercovers, and they like drew their guns on me and shit like that, put me in the squad car, and then they all just were like inside my house and like, yo, we got a warrant to search your person and your vehicle. And
but Almighty Suspect peeps right through Kelpy's facade, calling him out for playing dress up.
Kind of like blackface. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like it look like a costume. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like he came in here.
He
came in here wearing that like in his head, like, oh, this is what pimps is supposed to look like.
Now Kelpy's here popping off, thinking he can go toe to toe with Suspect, but things get heated.
See, no,
who are you?
I'm Lil
Who
Kelpy.
are you? No
Kelpy
one
the
knows
pimp.
you.
Kelpy the motherfucking
Kelpy the
pimp.
clown.
You ain't gotta know who I am, bro.
Out of here.
Ben Franklin knows who I am.
Kelpy's still yapping, and Suspect's had enough. He snaps, and this is what went down.
I am. I'm getting money every day. I said Ben Franklin knows who the fuck I am.
Who you calling a
Ben
bitch,
Franklin.
though?
I'm calling you a bitch.
Someone's gonna call your bluffs, and if you ain't ready to stand on biz, you might find yourself in a world of hurt. So for this next rapper, he thought he could get away with just saying whatever he wanted over a beat. Lil Pump got his card pulled by not one but two heavyweight MCs. First off, Pump tries to flex on the Asian community with some whack, racy bars. He's out here making slant eye gestures and dropping slurs. Smoking on dope, they call me Yao Ming cause my eyes real low. Ching chong. Yeah, China Mac wasn't having this. Mac put him on blast, demanding Pump to check himself and show some respect to the culture.
You know what I'm saying? When you make these fucking Asian jokes, you pull your fucking eyes, you say all this ching chong shit, motherfuckers feel disrespected by that. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna put some respect on my fucking culture, on my motherfucking people. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make those fucking statements without getting fucking checked. If ain't nobody else gonna say something to you, I'm gonna say something to you. So this is what the fuck you gonna do, little boy. You gonna take that fucking video to
Pump tried to backpedal.
Sorry, and I apologize for posting that. It was not my intentions to hurt nobody or do none of that. Cause I got Asian homies, you know. I fuck with everybody. I ain't got nothing against nobody. It's all love.
China Mac accepted the apology, but kept the pressure on.
Lil Pump came out with an apology to the people yesterday. Thank you, Lil Pump. I appreciate that. Respect each other's cultures, man. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Much love, bro.
But Pump didn't learn his lesson. Fast forward, and this fool decides to come at the rap god himself, Eminem. Pump hops on the gram talking smack about M like he's got the stripes to back it up.
Hey, Eminem, you is lame as hell. Ain't nobody listening to your old ass. You lame as fuck.
Royce the 5'9" stepped up, promising to slap Pump so hard his shades would land in a whole different genre. Even Chuck D, a true OG in the game, had to weigh in. He broke it down simple, comparing M stadium shows to whatever little gigs Pump was doing. And M bodied Lil Pump through his rap. So finger bang, chicken wang, MGK, Iggy Azalea. Lil Pump, Lil Xan imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game. Pick a name. I'm fed up with being humble. Pump, realizing he was way out of his depth, backtracked.
Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Eminem, man.
And now, speaking of rappers getting put in check, this white rapper thought he could just spit hot fire, but ended up catching hands. We got this white MC stepping up thinking he's about to body his opponent. But instead of coming with bars, he's fronting with a fake piece, trying to look hard. His opponent, the black rapper with real street cred, ain't impressed. He's looking at this prop gun like it's a joke. Without missing a beat, he slaps that fake heat out of the white boy's hand. But the white rapper, he ain't got the sense to back down. Instead of taking the L and moving on with the battle, he decides to up the disrespect. Moving on with rappers getting checked, we have this next one that still thinks he's the shit when he's been called out by everyone and their mother. Tekashi 6ix9ine got put on blast by some real ones in the game. This dude thought he could play both sides, acting all hard outside while snitching behind closed doors. But the hip-hop community wasn't having it. First up, we have Vince Staples, known for keeping it 100. He hits up Twitter asking his million-plus followers if 6ix9ine had ratted on him. But Vince wasn't done. He took it to Joe Budden's podcast.
And I bet him that he was going to end up snitching on everybody. And Joe Budden said he was going to end up dead. And we made a gentleman's wager. I don't know what I won, but I should win something because he told. And it's good for hip hop, though. It's good for hip hop. It's important. You know what I mean? It's like the 5th time I had a fake hood pass. You know, we let it pass all the time. I'm not going to name names, but y'all know who the ones are.
Then the OG Snoop himself steps into the ring, and he wasn't playing around, straight up calling 6ix9ine a rat on the gram.
You better get the off my line, rat boy. You really better leave me alone. I ain't the one. No way. No way. Go on and do your shit and get out my way.
But the heat wouldn't stop here. Cardi B had to set the record straight when 6ix9ine tried to drag her name into this mess. This fool tried to align Cardi with the 9 Treys in his testimony, and she wasn't having that. First she made a tweet putting out those rumors, and then she went off on 6ix9ine on IG Live.
So if you know the type of situation that the streets gonna put you in, and if you get locked up and you snitching, then you shouldn't be in the streets. And that's why we don't feel bad for snitches, because you had that choice from the beginning.
In the end, snitches always get stitches, especially in the streets. And that's all the rappers we have for today, guys. Thanks for chilling. If you like this content, please check out the channel to see what other crazy things these rappers get up into, including how they get humbled by other rappers.